Hey, time travelers! I did a bunch of techie geek things this week. Like the laptop I used that monitors my mining rigs had a problem, and I fixed that. And I got a whole other computer set up to help me with editing and maybe streaming someday. So now that means I've got laptop, editing, 1, 2, 3... 8 computers now that I manage on a weekly basis, and an update about my Nova that I had wrecked and took it to a mechanic after I pulled the fender out. This is my look of disapproval. So first thing, my laptop has this remote monitoring software that monitors my mining rigs, and if they don't respond to it every so often, it reboots them. Well, it doesn't really reboot them. It turns off the Wi-Fi smart outlet and turns that back on, and the mining rigs are configured to automatically turn back on when they lose power and they get power again. But its Wi-Fi is flaky, or I have a really old router or something because I got too many smart outlets running off it, so I have to use Ethernet. The problem is the little clip on the Ethernet cable where it goes into the laptop is broken, and if you breathe near it or fart near it or breathe in your own fart near it, that's enough wind, that's enough subtle movement of the molecules of the air around it, and it falls out a tiny bit, and it can't monitor my rigs anymore. So frustrating! So I got this new cable off Amazon. How did I toss, bend over? Maybe I have to nope sign on my butt. Oops. That's a hard drive. Toss. New wire. Cable. Whatever. Old. New. And also green. Not quite the same shade. Toss. Click. And it was going under the thing, so... Oh. Old man noises. Ow. I'm actually sore from all the bike riding I have to do. I need to call my mechanic and see what's up with my car. But anyways, my laptop is back in charge of monitoring my mining rigs. Even if I breathe really hard after maybe farting near it accidentally, it'll be fine. Even if I barely move wind. Then this thing happened on Reddit, where I just randomly talk to people and sometimes they tell me stuff that helps me fix or improve things. And there was a guy there talking about the B450 chipset, which, unless you're a super geek, you don't know what that is. That means a particular thing on a motherboard. He was able to get more than 6 GPUs working on his motherboard, and we had this little conversation. Turns out he had the same motherboard as me, and he got 14 cards working on his motherboard. I asked him how he did it, and he says, go on my motherboard BIOS and turn off something called CSM, which is like some sort of compatibility mode with old operating systems. Like, whatever, turn that off. So now I got 7 cards working on it. So now the sky's the limit. I mean, well, 14's the limit. Imagine 14 cards running on that thing. It hurts my brain. Also in the techie news about me. I helped Charlie upgrade this PC that he got from his stepdad, and his stepdad got, I don't know how many computers from his work that they were getting rid of because they were old. And I asked Charlie to ask his stepdad if I can have one, and we negotiated a price, and I got one, and I upgraded the CPU in it. I said that all in one breath, wow. I also upgraded the RAM and put an SSD in there. Anyways, I got it because I maybe would be streaming someday. I got to get one of those Elgato Whatsits so that you can have a streaming PC and a gaming PC, so it doesn't, do both of those things with the same CPU and GPU and make your stream going on YouTube stutter. But then I was like, wait, my sci-fi episodes are really complicated and really hard to edit, and I have to render parts into separate things and put them all together. What if I could offload some work onto that thing, right? Oh, 2005 PC. How I will miss staring at your knobs and your plug holes and your floppy and your zip and your multi-card reader and your DVD burner. Old technology. Well, you gotta go. Bottle of adapters. You're not in this scene. Toss. Oops. Toss. Empty box of Wi-Fi LEDs. Toss. My shaver. Toss. Ooh, what's this box? I'm distracted. Put it back. Testing. Oh wait, it's plugged in. Not as heavy as my now PC, I guess. It's my old computer. I'm gonna miss it so. Fan, you're in the way. You're blocking this scene. All right, possible nope sign on my butt moment. This is your parking spot for a while, guy. Old PC, I can't use it. It's too slow and old. So I wanted it like in the same room as my editing rig, and there's only one Ethernet cord in here, and I'm like, Wi-Fi? It has Wi-Fi. I'm like, copying gigs and gigs of data to it over Wi-Fi. It's just stupid talk. I mean, like, stupid talk. It would take forever to copy files to it. But when Charlie's over, he uses his laptop and his desktop to do the gaming streaming thing that I explained. And I set up an old router and turned it into a switch, which is like, you know, giving more Ethernet ports to your main router kind of techie thing. And I happen to have another one of those old routers, and I set it up as a switch as well. In with the new, I guess. Shove. Alright, new rando PC that I bought from Charlie's stepdad. You're going to have to share Ethernets with that guy using that guy. You see, whenever I upgrade my router, I always keep the old one and turn it into a switch. You know, reduce, reuse, recycle. And isn't there a fourth one, a newer one? I'm not going to Google it. I'm going to ask you guys to tell me because I'd rather have a conversation about it in the comments. You know, below the descriptables area on my video. If you're liking this video so far, make sure you click like because it really helps the algorithms to promote my video to other people if you click like early. And about my Nova. I called the mechanic and they said they got the upper control arm fixed. Well, that's cool. I wonder how drivable it is. I'm not sure exactly how fixed it is. They said I still have to take it to a body shop, and I was like, obviously. But progress makes me happy. And when I get a chance to see it, even if I'm just towing it to somewhere else, I'm gonna get some pictures and put them up in a video for you guys. Now to past me, or maybe future me, for the tech things segment, I can't remember the timeline right now. But it's not really a tech thing. Yeah, but most of this video is tech stuff, so just call it a thing. Whatever, editing me. I guess it's better than just being an Ethernet cable is the tech thing. I'm checking out the Neewer 24x24" / 60x60 CM Photo Studio Tent Light Cube Diffusion Softbox Kit with 4 colors backdrops, parentheses, red, dark, blue, black, white, parentheses for photography. Stuff and things. And other me is down here doing something with my bike, apparently. Yeah, well, this thing broke off the basket rack thingy, what's it? And we got this other one off Amazon. Toss. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess that needs done. I gotta cut out a million billion freaking zip ties. I actually got a new frame thing, whatever it's called, like a week ago, but I've been too busy to put it on. I've played with this Neewer light box thing, and what it's for is so you can get really good photos of things. And some people who are into photography might be interested in getting one of these. And I shoot lots of B-roll, so that's what I got mine for. I messed with it a little bit yesterday. I'm gonna check this out. It's like this small, so it can fit into that little bag. And it's like, rah, smack you. Toss. Tips. That's a toss in the box. You know, you put like a million billion freaking zip ties in here. I did that so the basket won't move at all on there. I know. I'm not sure what they're trying to do with this thing, or if it's just in a funny spot from being packed to ship. Yeah, it's definitely not in the right spot. Put the big Velcro to the big Velcro. Maybe? Yeah, this one, it's the same size. That's good. A peek inside. Squeaker squeak! Squeaker squeak! Man, that thing's a squeaker squeak. Hopefully it won't squeak anymore with the new one. I put this light. Yesterday, I wasn't even using this thing. That's off. Yeah, I'll just put my clamp lenses that I put onto phones. Obviously, you don't want to take a picture just like that, because that does not look fantastic. You want to use a backdrop. Where are you, backdrops? You're in this scene. And I actually have to wash these to get the folds out of them. Hey, if you bend over, we might have to use a nope sign. Maybe. Editing you can deal with it. Whatever, dude. From what I can tell, this is how it goes. Thing doesn't come with instructions, but I guess it's simple enough. It's got Velcro on the backdrop so you can hold it up. It lays in there like that. See how much better that looks? Yay! I got the old one off! That's half of an accomplishment. Hey, what? I mean, you're halfway there. Okay, yeah. Bag. Freaking zip ties. Every freaking where. There's no instructions at all. There's no paper, there's nothing. I'm glad somebody's figuring that thing out, I guess. What else would we take a picture of? Let's try, what else? Red backdrop. Look at that. Now you can see how not red my mouse is. What about rando pliers? Rando pliers. What? Huh? You'll figure it out. You do have my brain powers. But let's try with a little contrast. Of not putting the same color on top of the same color. iFixit kit. I'm not saying I will fix it for you. No, you will buy iFixit and then you fix it. Link in the description. Use it for fixing phones, computers, all kinds of stuff. We're both in the slight struggle sounds mode. Right. You sound like you're making villager noises over there. Yes, and only Minecraft players wouldn't even know any clue what that means. Let's try the black one. Maybe some random thing washed up in the black hole room that I could use. Oh, I better not freak out. The other me's down here, and I'm supposed to be the strong one. Oh no. I just weird dream with a whole bunch of subscribe signs. And look what was in the room, the black hole room. Oh yeah. Let's write subscribe sign. Be at an interesting angle for me. Oh yeah. Let's try shooting some video. What's that gonna look like? Oh yeah, everybody should subscribe to this channel. That's right. I do stupid stuff in the basement with other me. Rubber things. He's preoccupied. We'll make this thing tighter. That is a pretty sweet subscribe thing. But why do subscribe things keep showing up in my house? And this is just me sticking a light on top. Did the same thing yesterday when I was in the kitchen. I decided not to fold these actually, but wash them, so maybe the wrinkles will come out. Well, not wrinkles, the folds. Toss. And wash them later with my next laundry load or whatever. Now, to demonstrate how easy it is to put away, or how hard, I can't talk right now it is. Come on, I did this yesterday. And you just shove it in, shove it in. Relatively easy, okay. Alright, that's it. I'm done. You leaving me? All alone in the basement to tinker with things like, which is normally the case? Yep. Because then I come up and interrupt you with whatever you're doing sometimes. Good luck with your shenanigans, other me. Ew. Be careful I don't bump the tripod. Oh. No one's around to hear my old man noises. Oh, I figured out that I'm in your past. Yeah? How's that? Because how are you editing this if it's not filmed yet? Actually, because I'm in the past. Whatever, dude. I'm not actually editing. I'm just recording in OBS. And now for the scoring for that light box that might be helpful for you if you take pictures of things. Build quality, 9 out of 10. It's got Velcro in various places, but it'd be nice if it came with some instructions so you can figure out which angle and which position the different parts go together in, because it's kind of guesswork. And the front part is plastic, and I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna get the wrinkles out of that, you know? Accessories and features, I'm gonna give that 9 out of 10 as well. The Velcro, I already talked about that, but it does have a few backdrops I can use for simplicity, and I'm not trying to get super complicated with my photography here. And final score, still give it a 9 out of 10. It would be a lower score, but I paid less than 30 for it, so it's pretty good. All right, time lapse of million billion zip ties. Oh, cool, it's good. Yay! I did it! No one's around to look impressed. And now, enjoy this random thing. This random thing comes from a random Reddit section, whatever you call these things, called r/. And it looks like a menu. No, this isn't English. This is just an bibimbap or whatever that is. Stone grilled kalbi bibimbap, kalbi koopa, and followed by cold noodles and rice. And now, dad joke time. This dad joke comes from my dad, and he says, "What do you call the person at the monastery that makes the broth?" And I said, "Lol, what?" And he says, "A brother." Said it brother in my head, and I had to think about it. I was like, oh, do you mean a brother, like pronounced with a U, or a brother, pronounced with an A? So I got an awkward request. I've already done a thing with that second editing computer for rendering parts for sci-fi, and a really sweet video that I did as a tribute to 2001: A Space Odyssey. There's like this weird dream sequence that I have where I keep seeing subscribe signs everywhere. You know, a little button that you should be clicking on my video right now if you want to subscribe so you can see more shenanigans like this video. Do it! Do it! Click the subscribe! Now, check this out. I'm also gonna put a card in, I'm gonna put it in the end screen as soon as I'm done going blah 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 with my mouth. It was Christmas special, and it's also the dream sequence, a bunch of subscribe buttons, and the 2001 Space Odyssey episode thing. And there's shadow people in it. It's freaking hilarious. You should check it out. And that video is gonna be right here. And then whatever YouTube thinks is best is gonna be down there. And then you can subscribe to the channel by clicking down here, or you can check out my music soundtrack channel right here. Thanks for watching. Bye.